Hi everyone, this is Sean. Welcome back. So the other day I was talking to a colleague. We were talking about AB 229. If you don't remember, AB 229 was an assembly bill that was authored by Christopher Holden, and it was signed into law by Governor Gavin Newsom back in 2021. AB 229 basically created a drastic effect on how private security companies, how they organize and operate in California. While I was looking through AB 229 with a fine comb, I stumbled upon AB 2515. That's AB 2515. This is another assembly bill that was authored by Christopher Holden and signed into law by Governor Gavin Newsom. AB 2515 has been effective since January 1st of 2023. This law basically, in my opinion only, disarmed all private universities, all private hospitals, and all private in-house security companies. Completely disarmed them. AB 229 disarmed these same organizations I'm talking about, but what I mean by disarm in that context is baton and firearm. But AB 2515 takes away the following weapons: electronic control devices, stun guns, batons, chemical agents, including pepper spray. If your security officer carries all of those items that I just mentioned, and you're organized as a proprietary security employer, you or your organization is currently in violation of the law. This bill has a drastic effect on potentially tens of thousands of organizations in California. And when I mean disarm, I'm not talking about firearm or baton, I'm talking about less lethal weapons. This is not good. So what I'm going to do is this. If you belong to any of those organizations that I mentioned, send me an email and I will send you a legislative update paper. And my email will be in the description box below. If I have any other information to provide, I'll put it in the description box below. But what I want you to do is hand this legislative update to your employer, if you're not the employer. Give it to your management and let them know that they're currently most likely in violation of the law. Remember, what authorizes you to carry, we'll say, a baton or pepper spray? Well, that's a private patrol operator license. That authorizes you. If you're not under the license, well, it is a crime in California to carry a baton in a public place and even a firearm in a private security context. That is a crime. Okay? There's some exemptions, and that exemption would be if you are the private patrol operator or you're working under. Now, there's no more exemptions if you are a proprietary security employer. This is not good. I want you guys to give this legislative update paper to your employer and let them know that you must, or most likely need, a private patrol operator license. They're going to have to reorganize. It's going to take about 4 to 6 months to get this done. Time is ticking, guys. I do have some intel, which I'm not going to share on camera, on when most likely they're going to start enforcing this. It's not a reasonable time period. This is not fair for everybody in the security community, and that's just my opinion. I have bit my tongue a lot on this video, and the reason why I'm doing that is because I want you to feel comfortable presenting this video to your leadership. What I'm also going to do is provide a training service, a 2-day course to your organization. Your organization has to host it. There's a minimum of 20 students and a maximum of somewhere between 20 and 30. So you have to host it. If enrollment is under 20, then I can't provide the training that will be sought from me. And the type of training that I will be offering is a 2-day live private patrol operator leadership and development course. This course basically includes similar content than the 40-hour online private patrol operator leadership and development course. And I'll leave a link to the description box to that course as well. in this 2-day course, I basically leave out advertisement, solicitation of material, and I leave out test taking strategies because a lot of people use that course to pass the private patrol operator test. In doing so, I'm able to streamline the course in a 2-day format. I'm also offering a BSIS audit service and compliance training, inspection or audit. And basically, what I will be doing is visiting your site and looking for compliance. I'll be conducting random interviews with at least one of the employees. I'm looking for an establishment of control in regards to the private patrol operator qualified manager having that control over the organization. I'll be checking for the guard certifications. I'll be inspecting the employee files of current employees and past employees. I'll be going over the deadly weapon log, looking for compliance, the firearms log, looking for compliance. I'll be inspecting the vehicles, make sure that they're in compliance with the California Vehicle Code. I'll be looking for posting requirements or the certificates where they need to be. And I'll be inspecting the badge and patch design. I'll be also looking for random samples of any Cal OSHA reports and correspond those reports with use of force reports. Because remember, according to AB 229, whenever there's any use of force, you have to make a report to BSIS. The idea here is that if there's a Cal OSHA form that's completed from a security employee, if it's some type of assault, well, if you're assaulted as an employee, there's a good chance that you probably use force in defending yourself. Therefore, there should be some type of use of force report generated, and that generated should have been forwarded to the BSIS. I'm also going to be going over website design. I'll be going over the commercial liability policy. Now, if you end up passing my inspection, that does not mean that you'll pass a BSIS audit. It doesn't mean that at all. I don't work for BSIS. I'm not an attorney. I'm not giving any legal or professional advice. I'm just doing as best as I can, and I'm conducting a peer-to-peer audit. That's all it is. That's another service that I offer. If you want to know what the rates are, then that will be in the pamphlet that I'll give to you guys. And this pamphlet I want to give you is 4 pages. It gives you a little bit more information on the types of services that are offered. Anyhow, that's all I have, guys. Just make sure that you're constantly researching all of the case laws out there, and you're researching newest assembly bills or Senate bills, especially if you're in California. So I'll try to keep you as updated as possible, but make sure that you do your research and due diligence. Thank you.